All right, so we got James up for a 10. Hear it to the person on Twix that thinks I'm Hypnotic's older ass alt account, Gamergate 2.0.org. Yeah, James up, that was weird, man. People always think like when subscribers respond to stuff that I'm involved in, that's my alt accounts. They make
Yeah,
up
you're
this
just
weird
responding
like
to yourself.
yeah, it's a weird conspiracy thing. It's so interesting. These people project so much, right? They call us conspiracy theorists, but they literally come up with conspiracies all the time. They call us grifters, but they literally get caught grifting all the time.
I got that in one of my videos. I had like over 500 comments, and people that said, like, oh, these are just people that you know. These are your personal friends that you're asking them. Like, yeah, I know every 500 of these people. I know every single one of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Democulus in the chat says we're all Hypnotic's alt accounts. I agree. All of you are my alt accounts. Maki Sky for a 2. NUHRE, I found you from the Dragon Age video. Love them all.
Sorry. It's just my fucking videos everywhere, man. I'm just sick and tired myself.
That's funny. Atreus for 99. Damn you, Hypno. You beat me to her. Wow.
Sorry. You got to me first.
There you go. Sorry, Atreus. Better luck next time. Christmas for a 2. I love you, Ada.
I love you too.
Cinefe for 25. Take a shot every time.
Don't do that.
Says fucking. You're gonna die, bro.
Don't do that.
You're gonna die straight up. Don't die. Don't do it. He's probably dead already. Fuck.
Oh fuck. Well, rest in peace, man.
Benjathan Snortikins for a 2. IG Eddie never played Modern Warfare 2 back in the day. Shaking my head. None of these people can survive in a Modern Warfare 2 lobby, from way back in the day. None of them can. You know, these people who try to pretend like they've been gamers for all their lives and they hate toxicity and all that stuff. These fucking losers. They're such liars. And it's
sorry.
It's easy to spot. No, go ahead.
Like I saw a tweet from Eddie and someone said exactly that, like you wouldn't survive in a Call of Duty lobby. And then Eddie was like, oh, why? You're gonna call me a slur? Call me a slur. Call me a slur. And it's like, oh, you want this person to hate crime you.
Yeah.
So you can like be a victim. It's crazy. Like it's insane. I don't understand. It's like a circus.
No, she probably wants to get called out in her bedroom too. You know, she just gets off on the fucking slur.
Probably.
You know, it's like Atreus. He gets off on getting called the N-word when he's, clapping cheeks like he says all the time. So I'm just saying, listen, I got to tell you about him because he's going to be in your DMs soon. Don't worry. We got Damage XV for 189. Take a hit each time she says fuck.
Don't
do that.
Don't do that. You're going to die.
Subtle Demon Team member for 13 months. I would absolutely be okay with Ada taking the place of Leon on Saturday Night Hypnosis. She swears much better and looks much better than Leon, too.
Who's Leon? I don't know. Sorry, Leon. Who's Leon? What happened?
Leon is our trans representation on Saturday Night Hypnosis. Yeah. He's a guy who really, really wants everybody to believe that he's straight. And he does that while dressing up as a female for fun every now and then.
And he just wants to be willingly in your streams?
Yeah, no. He loves me.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't. People say I'm bigoted, but I got a tranny that thinks I'm cool, so it is what it is. James Opera 5. She is one of us. Welcome to Gamergate 2, Ada. You are among friends now.
Thank you. I mean, I've got a lot of love. Like people think that I'm just getting hate. Hate is very minimal. Like that's what happens when you're part of the majority. It just kind of like balances it out. Like the minority is just they're very loud, but they don't show up. When it counts, they don't show up.
Exactly. Sasuke versus Ninetales 33 for a 50. I have a question for you and NUHRE. Do you think they took any of the woke shit he was talking about because he playtested back in back in 2023, that almost a year ago? I have been waiting for 10 years for this thing. It pisses me off.
So from what I gathered, right, it's not that they took it off, they doubled down, right? Like in Origins, allegedly, Veilguard was supposed to be Roman's gender lock, like, hey, this character it's being able to be romanced by men, and this one only by women and whatever. And then I think in that period of time, Baldur's Gate 3 came out. So they decided like, let's just make everyone pansexual. So they doubled down, it seems, because, diversity and whatever the fuck they want to put in the game. So I think it's worse than you think, actually.
Well, still, think about it from this point, right? So BioWare made Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, like I said earlier. And obviously, BioWare has had massive hits commercially, especially on console with Mass Effect 1 and 2, 3, Dragon Age, the original Origins, even 2 to an extent, but people kind of learn from 2. But still, they had pretty good success with those games. But if you look at the numbers that those games performed on Steam, on PC, Baldur's Gate, like these games combined, don't even get anywhere close to where Baldur's Gate was at. Yep. Baldur's Gate 3. So imagine how it feels as BioWare, the renowned RPG company, right? Like, at least they used to be anyway. The company that could do no wrong, made crazy RPGs, everybody loved them, blah, blah, blah. Imagine seeing somebody else take over an IP that you used to work on and blow you out the water from all your games combined. Like, because they hit almost 1 million concurrent players on Steam, Baldur's Gate 3. So it's not even close. And it must irk them. It has to. It has to irk them at least to some extent. So
I just think that they've shot themselves in the foot. Like, the fucking industry has been in this like echo chamber of like, oh, we have to do this that this other company is doing but better. And instead of like making original shit, which is what we've been asking for forever, they just repeat the same game over and over again, and then they're act surprised when we don't buy it. And when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, it was at that period of time where people were like, oh, CRPGs are never gonna sell. Like, they're not gonna do well, don't even bother. We have to make it more action-based. And then it came out, and I bet that they were shitting their pants in BioWare. Like, they have been fighting for 10 fucking years. Like, live service, this, no, let's do this. And then they said, like, okay, let's do action RPG. And then Baldur's Gate 3 comes out, and everyone loves it, and they're just way too into development to backtrack. So they're just, this is what they have to do now, and that's their fault. Like, whatever.
But giving people kind of like the same thing over and over again is not necessarily a bad thing, because there are IPs out there that do that and do it well. From Software gives you kind of the same formula over and over with a reskin, and they add just a little bit of changes here and there, usually quality of life stuff. But Pokemon's another example too, right? Pokemon give you the same shit over and over and over again.
But you have to be good at what you're doing.
Right. You got to also do it in the sense, okay, you're giving the people the same shit, but you got to be respectful to them and realize there's a reason why they like that shit. And then
exactly. Don't change it. Do it better.
Don't change it. BioWare was giving people the same shit technically, but the changes they made just kept chipping away at the at the fucking bullshit. They just kept chipping. And especially 2 was a drastic change from Origins that threw a lot of people off. And they try to be a little bit of everything, and they kind of fucked up on that. But that's besides the point. I think BioWare eventually is now at the point where they're so disrespectful to where the source of the IP came from that, like I said earlier in the stream, they want you to forget Dragon Age Origins. They want you to forget Dragon Age 2 story with Hawk. They want you to forget all that. They don't want you to remember none of that. They want you to think about Inquisition, and even that slightly. But really, they just want you to go. They want you to go into what's supposed to be the last Dragon Age game, right? That's what they said, I believe. They're supposed to be the last one. They want you to go into the last. Yeah, so they want you to go into the last Dragon Age game without any love or respect for what came before it. The first 3. That makes no sense. Why would this be your finale? Why would your finale want to ignore everything that came before it? That makes no sense.
They haven't said it's going to be a finale per se. They have been saying, oh, it's the most complete Dragon Age to date, which bullshit, because if nothing matters and nothing you've done these past 15 years fucking matters, is it the most complete Dragon Age? Not really. I think, and this is, again, what the playtester said to me, John Dragon Age, that the same way they did with Inquisition, where they're like pulling their punches and they're like, oh, we're not going to reveal all our cards and then we're going to show them in the next game. He's saying that this might be hinting to there's going to be something else coming after we deal with Solos and whatever. So they want to do something else. I don't think they're going to be able to do that. I think this is either the end of BioWare, or if they dare, they have the fucking audacity to make Mass Effect, then that's going to tank. So either with this one or the next one. But
I'm telling you right now, like I said it before, if this game doesn't do at least a minimum 5 million units, it's not going to look good for BioWare. BioWare is already, for the last few years, has been getting subsidized by EA. And EA is known as the assassin of studios, right? So they will kill BioWare if they have to. They might be a little bit more lenient compared to other studios because BioWare has obviously legacy and IPs that are worth money as long as they're done right. But no, it's all this talk. Like, I don't even think Mass Effect's gonna come out. The next Mass Effect,
I don't think so.
That they keep talking about. If this game doesn't sell enough, I don't think that game's coming out. I think BioWare's dead, or there'll be a massive layoff and a restructure. You know, the typical restructure nonsense.
Yeah.
But it's not gonna be good, man. It's gonna be really, really ugly. Let me continue. We got Zeroist for a 5. They targeted Ada because she is everything they wish they could be: smart, cool, fun, and beautiful. They all have to trans or shill to feel special.
Thank you. I mean,
Nice.
I did think that they targeted me because I happen to be, a smaller in a woman. So they say, oh, easy target. Obviously, they were fucking wrong.